First Priority is a campus ministry to elementary, middle, and high school students in Morgan, Lawrence, and Coleman counties. Our mission and vision is to take the hope of Christ to every student. Through the ministry of First Priority on our local school campuses, we have surpassed 5,000 students that have accepted Christ on the public school campus. We want to train students to make a moral, social, and spiritual difference on their campus and to learn how to share the gospel with their peers.
February of 2018, I gave my life to Christ, but I didn't mean it. I was just doing it because everybody else was. One Wednesday night at church, something just kind of spoke out to me during a worship song, and I went and met with Hector after church and gave my life to Christ.
First Priority brings the community together to educate children to make disciples of other children. The things that they do in the First Priority program, other students ask children about. Where have you been this morning? What are you doing this morning? Or if they have a sticker with a Bible verse on it, what's on your shirt? Where did you get that? Tell me what that means. First Priority gives students leadership tools to go out and spread the good news to their peers.
With God, we're like salt, flavorful. But on the other hand, without God, we are like sand, bland. And even when it's dark, you still need to be a light for your friends and peers. We talked a bit after that, and here I am now, sharing with you how God has changed my life.
We try and get people that don't go to church or don't have people to take them to church to come, because they get to learn about something that they don't get to learn about like the rest of us do.
This may be the only opportunity that some children ever have a chance to even hear the word. Last year we had a student kind of start asking questions and to some of his classmates, and they were able to witness to him on the playground. Just being in First Priority and being able to have the chance to share, in a setting like that. And so it gave him an opportunity to be with peers and ask questions, and they led him to Christ as a second grader.
Because they study the Word and they teach us about Jesus.
First Priority has impacted the life of my peers because I've been able to see many leadership qualities grow out of them and see people come out of their comfort zone.
I've always thought, you may not think that God can use you, but He can. He uses people that make mistakes all the time, and He will continue to use you every single day.
And we saw this just a couple weeks ago when we had See You at the Pole. Different students opening up and volunteering to pray. It was very special to see.
In 2019, after we had saturated our market, I began to pray and ask the Lord, what do we do next? And God put me in touch with a ministry called Clothe Our Kids of North Alabama. Clothe Our Kids is a ministry that clothes kids in need in our school systems. As Brandy and I began to talk and to converse together, God just knitted our hearts and ministries together, and Clothe Our Kids is now a ministry of First Priority of Greater Decatur.
Whenever a teacher or a child advocate or a counselor has a student who needs clothing, they are able to go on our website and fill out a form with all of that student's sizing information, their gender, their school, their age, what they like, what they don't like, and then they submit that to us, and we pack a bag full of clothing for them, and then we deliver that to the school's front office to be passed on to the child. And it has grown more than we ever imagined it would.
We just surpassed 5,000 students that we have clothed since the inception of her joining our ministry.
We operate in all of the school systems as well as with child advocacy organizations such as PACT, Save a Life, and CASA.
PACT is a child abuse prevention agency. The impact of Clothe Our Kids in our community is huge. When you see a child get their new clothes or their new shoes, the smile says it all.
So how can you support the ministry of First Priority? 1, you can become a prayer warrior for us. We desperately need your prayers as we go into the battlefield on these school campuses. 2, you can give of your time and your talent. You can come serve with us and impact the life of a child by you being there and loving them where they are. And 3, you can give financially to help us again as we take the cause of Christ to every student on every campus.